What is up, YouTube? It is Tati here, and I am back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be doing the viral freestyle braids, or Shanti braids, or Alicia Keys braids. Y'all know in the braid game, we come up with so many names for this hairstyle, but we're just gonna call these the freestyle braids. Now, when it comes to the freestyle braids or any braids in general, I like to pre-part and section the hair off so that I know how many braids are going to be in each section. With this style specifically, I'm going to be parting about 3 sections. And as you can see right now, I'm parting my left section. And this section will have about 4 braids. And of course, what you do to one side, you do to the other for symmetry. So the right side is going to consist of 4 braids as well. And that middle section will consist of 8 braids. Another thing that I wanted to point out, and I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can, is whenever you're parting your section, at the very bottom, you want to make sure it's small. I don't know if you guys can see that, but at the very bottom of that section, it's very skinny. And I don't know, I guess it really just takes practice, but you're going to have to know how to grip that to where it's not pulling too much. So I'm going to kind of show you guys how I do it and how I fit 5 braids into that tiny section. But that's something that just comes with trial and error and just practicing and doing freestyle braids often. So yeah, as you can see on this right side, you see at the very bottom of the section, it gets, you know, a little skinnier, and you're going to have to fit those braids in that section of her hair. And, you know, like I said, it comes with trial and error, and it's not as bad once you get it. So starting off with my first braid, I think the main part of this hairstyle is the swirly part of the braids. You know, they have like the swirls and the circles and shapes and geometry. So that's going to be our first braid. And yeah, honestly, you guys can do whatever you guys want. When it comes to these freestyle braids, it's called freestyle braids for a reason. You got to just kind of have fun with it. And as I always say, do not be afraid to take your time when it comes to your parts. Your client is not going to judge you. She likes the fact that you are neat, and she wants her hair to be just as neat as you want your client's hair to be neat. So don't be afraid to, you know, start over or take the braid down, or, take about 5 minutes to do one part or one section, because you definitely just want to make sure it is as neat as possible so that whenever she steps out, it's word to mouth. And yeah, so I'm actually starting on the first braid, and I have my handy dandy stitch nails, okay, because yeah, we gotta have the nails. And yeah, guys, I'm just kind of going on and braiding her hair. Now, when it comes to these braids, you want to make them flat. I know back in the day, we used to add braiding hair within every stitch we did. But for this specific style, you definitely want to make sure it's kind of giving, you know, flat, natural. So I don't add hair until probably the mid or the bottom of the braid, and obviously down when I'm braiding down. And she also, I believe she got some curls within this as well, so it turned out super cute. And I'll put the link in the description box for the curls that I use at the bottom of her head. But as you can see, I'm starting to add the hair into the braid, and yeah. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm going to show you guys kind of just how I try to grip that bottom part as much as possible, because you see I have a little bit of hair left to work with since it's getting skinnier towards the bottom of the section. And guys, all I have to say about it is just keep braiding and keep pulling, but not too tight. And once I got to the bottom, I just made sure I told her to just hold it with her hand, just in case anything was pulling, she wouldn't have to feel that. So you guys are gonna see how towards the bottom, she's gonna hold it as I start braiding down, because like I said, that comes with trial and error, and you want to make sure they're not hurting towards the bottom, but you also want to make sure you're just gripping that bottom part as well. So I'm doing the second swirl in the second section, and honestly, you know, once you get this whole entire section of your 4 braids down, the same exact thing, you do the exact same thing on the right side. So I ended up doing that, and then I went to the middle part of the section, and you guys are going to see that. I'm not going to do too much on this voiceover. I'm just trying to make sure I touch on the important parts of how I achieve this style. I'm pretty sure I used about 1 pack of hair, guys. And when it comes to using the hair, you don't need that much at all. Like I said, you kind of want to get that flat look, that natural look. And also you want to use like a shorter inch just so that you can be able to still grip it and not have any knots as you're pulling, if you know what I mean. So as you guys can see here, I'm starting on the braid outside of those first 4 braids. And this braid is just going to go straight down, nothing too crazy. Now, after those 2 straighter braids, you're kind of going to cave into those braids and kind of, you know, create that swirly effect. And after that, I'm going to cave into that same braid and then cave into that same braid as well. So you kind of get that, you know, design, the freestyle look, the Alicia Keys look. You know what I mean? So you're going to cave in about 3 of those braids together. And then after that, you're going to do the last, I think 3 braids. Yeah, the last 3 braids are going to be straight backs. And of course, after that, I'm going to do the finishing touches as far as dipping. When it came to dipping with the curls, I just took the curls out because this is a human blend that I'm using. And I went on ahead and also put foam and mousse on there as well. And yeah, Ceethas, she definitely did her fluffy edges. She slayed them. So you guys are going to see that process. But yeah, that is pretty much all for this voiceover, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next YouTube video.
10,000 building, get your ass an apartment, put you inside a G-class, that's just a starter kit. Plenty things count in life, but none of them is the thought of it. New piece around my neck is chess games, cause shorty stay with calculated moves like Beth Harmon. Swear I'm more purple rain prince than Prince Charming. Disappointment I stay expecting it. The pessimist gold medalists flush the magnums just so they not collecting my specimens down.